Natalie didn't know people would be so cruel over her little white lie. And when I let her know that they were, she didn't want to believe it. If I'd have been able to take screenshots of just the stuff from Tim Beeson, then maybe she would have asked them to stop. But she didn't. And I didn't know how to take those screenshots until after she died. You know, Tim Beeson wasn't the first person to threaten my life. Not even close. He wasn't the first person to call me a chimo or accuse me of being on meth over this whole situation. He was just the first one dumb enough to do so on the internet in connection with Natalie. The Chapel Police Department, Dual County Sheriff's Office, should have done something about this. When I first started seeing Nicole Peralta to get a diagnosis I was supposed to have when I was a lot younger, it was to get help, because legally, if someone is disabled, then the police have to do something about the abuse. It wasn't just on the internet, it was in real life. And all the people that hit me, you know how many of those people I hit back? Not a single one. You know who did get hit or kicked? I'll tell you who. People who were actually harming me. And all of them were either in the medical community or in local law enforcement agencies across the United States. I was assaulted in the jail just recently in Scotts Bluff. I'm not sure how many of you are familiar with the situation last year where I had tried to go after the police for not doing anything. Well, they used my disability instead of what the law tells us, where they have to because they're mandated reporters. The law tells us that they have to do something about it. See, the disability money wasn't as important as getting law enforcement involved at that point. See, when I left Virginia, because those two adults, Alicia and Natalie Bollinger, couldn't stay off the drugs, I wanted to be done with the situation, but I didn't get that choice. I just wanted to go see my loved ones. Alicia Bollinger, the last conversation that we had in Virginia, she said, "Sean, you just need to be loved." And then that telephone, well, it fucked up everything after that. Everything. It was a goddamn telephone. Now, I've already proven that at the Chesapeake Hospital, that first of all, they made an improper diagnosis with diabetes, but also that I was dehydrated. I was having a severe panic attack. The messages between Natalie and I show that she was aware I have panic attacks. But see, she didn't believe that panic attacks could last for years. Well, when you're stuck in a situation, you're stuck out in public, you're a male, not a female, so the law won't listen to you and they don't care. Yes, they can last for longer than years, they can last decades, when nobody actually cares. See, I went to everybody that I knew who claimed that they loved me to get help. There was the help that they wanted me to get and the help that I actually needed. None of them could stop telling me what I needed long enough to hear what the fuck was going on. Not Brenda Dickinson. Not Laura Nelson, although Laura Nelson does know quite a bit that she should have come forward about. Not Joanna Taylor Smith or Derek Parrish. They could have taken the time to listen, but none of them did. I want Alicia Bollinger in prison because as a direct result of her lies and Natalie's lies, because they wanted their families to love them, I was harmed. Lori Dale can kiss my ass. I love her. I think she's a wonderful person. But she didn't care about the truth before bashing me. See, there's the difference between Lori and I. Is that I didn't talk shit, I told the truth about the situation. Lori talked shit. You don't get to talk shit and pretend like you're the victim, Lori. May you roast in hell with your daughter.